During his busy three-day visit to the Russian capital last week, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry met veteran astronauts Scott Kelly and Mikhail Kornienko, who recently landed back on Earth after more than a year in space.
It happened once that we know of, anyway. Retired astronauts put on gorilla suits and chased their co-workers around in zero gravity.
Been there?
No shower. No waterfall.
Well, it's the Northern Lights, but probably the main thing is the feelings that I had during a spacewalk. It's unforgettable.
Unfortunately, you know, they use those kind of cartridges in the, the single-serving coffee makers that are popular today. Unfortunately, I think right now we only have 15 of them, so we're not in any kind of rush to get through them and use them all up.
Scott Kelly and Mikhail Kornienko returned from their mission at the beginning of March. They spent just over 12 months in orbit, double the amount of time an astronaut usually stays on the International Space Station. They were studying the effects of zero gravity on the human body. The duo earlier shared their experience with RT.
Now, as we are widely discussing the possibilities of space flights within the solar system, and the issue of human physics becomes very important, and we should know how to tackle the consequences of long flights. Our flight was aimed at studying how a man would feel after landing on Mars. I know that Scott and I have done well in the experiments, and the scientists are very pleased to receive such a huge amount of data, but the final results are expected later.
From a scientific perspective, we're still collecting data, and I have not gotten any official results. What I can tell you is how I felt and certain, reactions to Earth's gravity I had, which for me was different than my last flight, which was 159 days. Even though I felt great coming out of the capsule, when I got on the airplane to go back to the U.S., I slowly started feeling worse and worse. And most of it was with kind of a burning sensation on my legs or anything that was touching any kind of surface, because, floating in space for a year, your skin really doesn't touch anything. So most of the data is stuff that is collected in with the MRIs and ultrasounds and, with blood work, and that stuff takes time to analyze. So we'll have some more, specific conclusions here in the coming months and years.
Ashling Ratansi is next on RT with Going Underground. And for our UK viewers, Russia's sports minister talks about the doping scandal involving Russian athletes in the latest edition of Sophie & Co.